Good evening, you guys. Happy Thursday. I'm going to get this link sent off to Miss Liberty Cowgirl herself. And David N is the Tin Man. Okay, that's funny. Let's see, why? When I try to find you, there for me. Okay, so I realized, there it is. I realized I named the channel Stand Up Channel 4 and not Stand Up 4. So I realized that was a mistake I made and a little bit kind of funny. But I was clearly in my head on that one when I named the channel Stand Up Channel 4 and not Stand Up Humboldt 4. All right, Liberty Cowgirl, it's coming your way. It's the show stream. Let me also get the hi, Jen. Hey, guess what? I got two good newses for you, Jen. Two good newses. Two. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I don't try to pick you up. You're too heavy now. Little fatty used to be 7 pounds and now he's 11. You know, overeating people is not a good thing. Overeating is not a good thing. Okay, two good things. One is I got a nice, actually, Sarah did it for me. She made up the detox bath blend for Robin that I wanted to get off to her. And so she will be mailing that out tomorrow. And then I also got what's the other good news? Oh, maybe. Oh, what do we got here? Is this a tick? Was this a tick? My other good news is maybe my daughter may be getting on with me tonight and Miss Liberty Cowgirl. I have told her about Liberty Cowgirl before, but I was thinking I was hearing something, but I don't know. Hi there, 4GM. And I don't know if I'm hearing things or not, but anyway, we were just talking right before we got here, and you just finished my last video. Oh yeah, were we in the shed? Was I in the shed with Sarah? Do I give milk? Do I give milk? Okay, that one is going away. I don't know what that's. Yeah, mouse in the sink. Yes, that was funny. Okay, I just blocked that person because that's just a weirdo question. I don't need to see another weirdo question. If you're not here to play, goodbye. Have a nice day. I got no time for games. I'm here to be serious. Well, not always, but yeah, the mouse in the sink almost made her throw up. It's so quiet here. I keep thinking I hear something, but I'm just going to send this link to Miss Liberty Cowgirl and get her on here. We've been missing each other. We haven't had a time to chit chat for a while now, a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, it seems like. And so I'm getting her link sent right now. There she is. And away we will go. She will be on. But yes, anyway, my daughter was needing me earlier. She was panicking. She has a gift for someone that she wants to give them. She's going traveling, so she's having that desire to, get all of the last minute things done, right? When you travel, you want to get your last minute things done. So she had this gift she made for somebody and she was looking for it. And so I went down to the she shed and we were just talking and hanging out in there. And it was so fun to be with my 23-year-old daughter, and I'm like, hey, I'm getting on with Liberty Cowgirl, that lady I told you about, and you should get on with us, and I always encourage that. Both my kids, I try to get my kids, they're not shy. They're like me, but they, they're like, mom. But my daughter's funny. She goes, Mom, Zach and all his friends, they watch you every day. I'm like, what? So stupid. But it's cool. The young kids are watching to find out what I have to say. I don't know why. I guess they think it's important. I'd like to see them at a meeting, but you had to rest. I know shopping is exhausting. And then did you get all of your like groceries put away too? That's the other part. I just get the groceries put away. There she is. Here she is, Miss America. Hello, lady in red. Don't you look so pretty always? You just doll it up. I showed my daughter your picture I got for the stream. You know, she goes, "Oh wow." I go, "Yeah, look at my friend." Oh
There's
wow.
how are you tonight? Nice to see everybody.
Good to see you. I'm so glad I have someone to share this conversation with. I'm tired, I'm drained, but I'm happy. How are you? Feeling the same?
I'm doing the same,
Yeah.
and I'm with you. I'm tired, I'm drained, but I'm happy, and
Amen.
you
Good.
know, we're
Good.
looking at beautiful snow in Colorado. It's been snowing this week, so
Wow.
there is, although it's cold, there is a beauty to it.
There is a beauty to it. It makes
Mhm.
everything very pristine and it
Yeah.
smells divine and it's very quiet and snow's magical. In all the movies, it always snows at the magic time, like it rains at the sad time, and like that is kind of noticeable how they do snow in the movies. It's always, oh, here come cue up the snowflakes. So, what have you been uncovering since we've talked last? It's been a while. I'm going to
Well,
share
it
this.
has been, when
Cue up the snowflake.
like, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on one moment.
So,
Go
what have
ahead.
you been? I'm going to drop this in the stand up Facebook group too. I'm not on Facebook main, but I do always like to share this in the Facebook group,
Right.
especially since I change channels so frequently.
Okay, hold on one moment. Let me adjust things here.
You sound good. You look good. Have you been messing around in your studio at all?
Well, hi, Jen. Um, no, not really, not this week. Like everybody else, I'm working. This is a very demanding season for our industry and our business. So we work a lot of hours during this time of year, but I'm managing to keep up somewhat. Um,
Yeah.
and again, I'm with everybody else, just as confused as everybody else is with the, dual narratives. It's always, two different uh, stories to what's actually really going on here.
Hmm.
So, what's really happening is anybody's guess, and I'll guess, I'll watch it unfold as the days forth come along. But, you know, uh, I don't believe the mainstream media. I think, like most of America, in what's actually going on over there. And it's sad because we know that there are people suffering. We know that there are people frightened and scared over there and confused also.
Yeah.
And they're in the midst of it. Yet, I think we're purposefully being fed images from the mainstream media that are doctored just to create confusion.
Yes.
Par for the course with what they do when they, you know, uh, do these types of events to confuse the narrative and the media,
There's
and distract from what's actually going on. But I think most of America knows what's going on over there.
Hi, David N. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Okay, so we're just gonna chit. I'm just gonna let Miss Liberty speak for a few, and then I'll drop the link. We're basically wanting to chit chat, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, what would you like to talk about tonight? I mean, other than that, I'm well in tune with what's going on with looking at the big picture. And, you
Hmm.
know, um, there are those out there, I can tell you that eventually, regardless of what happens, I'm of the opinion that the military will have to take over, whether it's a transition in government or a martial law situation or any other situation that's going to come about in the future to bring a resolve to this will involve the coordinated efforts of the military has to. So, in that regard, I kind of keep my eye on that picture of how would that play out and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, again, is anybody's guess. I think we're seeing things happen on a rapid basis right
Mm-hmm.
now. And I think if we were all listening to some of the things that were out in the past, I think, a lot of people declared that when things started happening, they would happen in rapid succession. And I think that's what we're starting to see with not only what's going on in Ukraine, but more importantly, what's on the horizon, perhaps maybe even with Taiwan and China, or maybe even Russia and Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So there's without a doubt global happenings. Uh, and, again, I'll be curious, to see how things play out and where the information will come from as to what's actually really going on. Because we know right now it's all over the place. And quite frankly, I tend to trust the people more than I trust any establishment. You know,
Absolutely. So are you saying that like you feel really good and comforted that Sean Penn is on the job over there in Ukraine and like
I don't
I
even want
mean
to talk
what a
about
guy,
Hollywood.
huh?
If you say any Hollywood person's name, I'm extremely concerned.
Yeah. What a guy, right? Oh, come on. The
Again,
mainstream.
distraction. I'm one of these type of people where I don't even have the patience to even talk about a Hollywood person.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
can't even
distraction.
believe they
It's
can
a
do it
joke.
with a sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, with a straight face, bring him out, ask him serious questions about his who gives a flying you know what, that guy. What does it why would we care one bit what Sean Penn has
think.
to say?
Yeah, nobody
Can
cares what
anybody
he has
think
to
for
say.
themselves anymore? Like that's
Right.
so come on.
I think we can put him on the list of irrelevant and check it.
Exactly right. And that's all the point is and move on, right? Did we check that box?
Yeah,
Yeah.
without a
That
doubt.
just shows you yeah.
I don't even get distracted by that nonsense because that's what it is to me. It's just nonsense.
But it's interesting to see who the media has in their backyard, in their back pocket, in their at their ready to defend their narrative. And the best they got is Sean Penn. Like seriously, that's what
Right,
we've become as a country. You're gonna. I when I saw that today, it's just more confirmation. It's such a bunch of crap over there. Just so much more confirmation that it's dirty, it's convoluted. But everyone's dirty who's involved in it, except for the innocent that are suffering, and that's what's the saddest part about it all.
right. And I
I
think
hear
we're
ya.
really at a point in time where, you know, America's fed up with Hollyweird. I don't really think too many people are interested in that anymore. We're interested in getting our country back, not what any Hollyweird star has to say. I mean, they're all irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. And I think America also, it's just really turned off by that right now while we're watching gas prices, escalate daily, the suffering, the, potential threats on the world stage, and things that are just far more important than these
Mm,
uh, uh, people, that call themselves actors or whatever they are. They're
right.
actors. Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think everybody has seen through their system and is repulsed by it.
What's going on in Canada? Do you know what is going on with Trudeau and any of that? I know that they went back into the streets without the trucks. I shared a Facebook post. They were doing a dance-a-thon. But other than that, and I also have a friend, my Canadian patriot, that I need to get a give, send, go. She sent me a give, send, go. She's being evicted. Some of you follow Well, she hasn't streamed in a while. She's been sick, but some of you know Brenda, Canadian Patriot 65, and I didn't get to respond to her text. I got it and then I didn't get to reply to it, but I've gone to her link that she sent me, and at first I got a 404 error. So I don't know, I'm going to try it again. Now it's a Safari error. So yeah, so people are suffering all over, and what I fear is it's just going to get worse. People don't have their medicine, they don't have their rent money, and now they are not going to be able to pay their gas. It's about to, like, the shit is going to get very real very quickly. I know, because as an employer with people who live paycheck to paycheck, and we're paying them the best we can. Most our people make, they start around 15. They get bumps 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 6 months, a year. It's very consistent, and they get bumped pretty heftily in the beginning, but we're not investing the first 2 weeks in somebody at our top rate. And so they're up to about $20 an hour. And for an employer, you're already paying about $27 an hour for that $20 an hour wage. That's the truth. With your taxes and stuff, you have to match that for them. They get half back. You don't get any of it back. You just get to pay it as an employer. And, we don't mind that. We don't put that in their face all the time. Well, you really get 27 an hour, but I'm just saying they're getting paid the most we can pay them. Honest, that's the going rate. Sadly, $20 an hour for an on the books job, a lot of clean, that was 20 and, over the table 10, 20 years ago, right? You could get a house cleaner for $20. We're $50 an hour, $47 an hour for maid service, and now with the gas rates going up, I imagine that'll be changing. It's a luxury service, but ain't nobody, looking to gouge anyone in our business. It's all about just, we want to make enough, we make a profit, the employees make a profit, but paycheck to paycheck, man. And if they get a broken windshield, or they need a set of tires, or they need this, or they need that, these politicians they used to talk and pander to that like they understood. Even BO was good at doing that one, making it sound like he cared about Main Street. Oh, please. We know he could have cared less about Main Street, but you kind of miss somebody even pretending like they do.
Well, I think, we know the average American family, particularly in this last year, is financially stressed and has had to go into their savings to support themselves. And I think all of America at a whole has lost wealth throughout this process. But more importantly, in the immediate, a lot of people, this is why a lot of people are repulsed about the sudden billions of dollars that we're now going to send over to Ukraine. Makes no sense. Well, all of America is suffering. Did they ever once think that maybe they ought to take that money and spread it all across America and make this country great again?
Why would they do that? We're just their slaves. We're just like we're not much better than the slaves back in the day when you worked for your government and they could beat you while you worked. I mean, it's a little bit different. They're not really beating us while we work, but they sure make people suffocate themselves and take poisons in their body and tell them how to live their life and stuff, and make their grandparents die alone who fought in wars for their freedom. Disgusting, unacceptable the way our seniors have had to suffer by themselves. No, I can't stand it. The kids and them, the both, it's maddening to me. It's maddening.
It's very maddening. It's maddening to everybody, and most of America who's now wondering what is going on.
Oh, what do I think of, honey? You know what I think about it.
Yes,
I can't even speak about what I think about it.
Right.
You know what I think about it, honey. You know me. I'm so happy this bomb dropper found me. I remember one time I kind of barked at him. I'm like, hey, this is a prayer-a-thon or whatever. I wasn't really that main right conservative, but I was like, hey, we're talking about this or that, like one of these moments.
Right.
And they forgave me and came back and dropped links, which I do appreciate. I like that
Yeah.
people can have grace because I know when I'm a shit, I do. I might not always know it right that moment, but I usually do.
Right.
I hear myself, I see myself, I'm like, oh, that was off. That kind of changed the vibe a second. So I'm just happy they found me on the new channel because I inappropriately named it Stand Up Channel and not Stand Up Humble for it's Stand Up Channel. So obviously I was in my head about it when I made it. So okay, next subject. We got a list there. Are we going down the list? We talked a little bit about
Bring it, bring
Ukraine,
it. Yes.
the truckers. So I was gonna see. I wondered if Seth was up. He probably is in bed. 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 out there.
I
He's
wanted to
farm
ask
boy.
if Seth was up to and
Yeah,
where he left off and how he felt about everything in the end and where they were going next. And listen, I again salute him. He kept us all informed all the way
he's
across
still
this
there. He's
country.
not going home. He's still there.
Yes, that's why
Yeah,
I'd like to see him and check in with
yeah,
him and
yeah.
see what an update of what's happening. We're approaching the weekend, and things always occur on the weekend.
They
You
do,
know,
don't they? Friday at
yes,
5 o'clock. Friday at 5 o'clock.
yes.
Clockwork.
Yeah, I love watching the updates from him because there's nothing like seeing something firsthand. And as I said, I don't even watch mainstream media anymore. If I want to know something, I get on and find a person who's there live, who can tell us firsthand what's happening. It doesn't get any better than the people.
Hmm. I think that new law, what I think about that is people are being educated in my county how to deal with that. They're being educated how to deal with that. They're being taught to take it with their pen, like Devil Dog teaches. They're being shown where the links are. And I think that um, I hope that makes a difference. I really wish those people, I wish there would be some constitutionalists that are about the affidavits and notices dropping down on that convoy, don't you think? It would seem
Well,
like some kind of organized. Did you see anything about that Bill of Rights?
I haven't been up to speed on any of that this week.
Oh, maybe I
I'm
should.
hoping to have some time in the morning to catch up on things prior to the weekend now that the work week is ending. Um,
I got to play you a little bit of this video. I won't play the whole thing, but I think you're going to want to see this one.
oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I think you're going to want to see this one. I wonder if
Well,
conservative
let
is
me
still
hear this.
here and what they think of this. Jen saw it earlier, but I won't. I played more of it. This will be like the third time I've played a little bit of it, but it's. I got to switch my channel. So, how was your week? And I can't believe it's Friday already, huh? Tomorrow's Friday. Wow.
I can't believe it's Friday either.
It's been
When we have
snowing since
snow,
Monday, huh? You've had snow on
right,
the ground
snow
since
in the
Monday.
middle of the week just totally throws me off. So
Yeah.
you kind of lose a couple of days in between there because you're kind of trapped at home. But
Hmm. You
mm,
got all
it,
your supplies though, right? I know Jen just
mm,
went and stocked up for her aminals and got all that going.
I've been a prepper. That's how it, to be very honest with you, and I take my hat off to them that I actually even started engaging onto the internet. I wanted to know how to prep, and I came across Prepping 101 and his group, and they were talking all about it, and I learned a lot of things from
Hmm.
them, and I've been a prepper ever since.
Yep.
Uh, when I came to Colorado, my sister turned it into a prepper, so we're pretty much ready to go if anything should come about. But fortunately, knock on wood, the stores have been pretty steadily stocked here, and we haven't really had any much of a problem of no product on the shelves. I know that I've
Right.
seen pictures in other more metropolitan areas, that I'm sure is a completely different environment. But we haven't really had to deal with that type of issue here thus far. But if we are, I think the whole nation is actually more prepared than we actually think because of the, I think initial rush to the store uh, when the sickness first broke out really opened people's eyes to, hey, maybe I should have some extra stuff in my house.
Yeah.
And, I
Yeah,
think people need
conservative,
that too.
yeah, sorry. Prepping 101 or 101 Prepping, great show. I definitely appreciate what he's done too.
Oh,
He's
I love them. Yes.
a lot of people in our little chat rooms certainly follow him too. And I did get a picture. Seth is at a campground right now. I sent him our show and I said, "Are you up?" And so I just got this picture back. So I would not want to pull away from a campfire moment to get on screen at all, would you?
Oh, no, that looks like a pretty good bonfire
Yeah,
there.
that's a nice little fire there. And it's really cool it was really cool to hear Seth say that Ted Cruz would have his vote, because I'm telling you, he's really not a Trumper. I mean, he liked Trump when he was in there, but he just doesn't trust him now, of course. And he knows a lot of things. He's a very heartfelt person, and I've really grown to just get to know him and love him so much as a brother. I wish I was on that trip with him. I told him I was thinking about if I could fly out there, and he's like, "Well, you can do it. You can get the unmasked thing." And I go, "Seth, once I was arrested, I told myself that's it. I'm never, I can't."
Oh,
It's like,
please! I've already had visions of myself with my flag in the
have
next
you?
few
I
years,
know.
going down the highway. I'm telling you, it's been
I
so
know,
exciting.
I know. And I told him I even thought about the train, but the train is probably at least 4 days because the Zephyr's a 3 day ride. I've done that. So yeah, but I just it's a place I would really I hate I told him, I would be eating up that parking lot. He goes, I know you would. I'd just be like a tornado in that thing.
Oh, I bet you know how to work a room. Yeah, you'd be all
Oh
over the place.
yeah, they've got all the big wig media there, though. They're kind of getting to become quite the big deal right now, which is not why I want to be there. I would have liked to have been there. He's a backroom kind of person too. Like, we don't want to be in the front spotlight. We're going to work back here. We're going to serve, and we're going to help, and we're going to not be front and center. But
Mhm.
he is kind of going to be thrust into that from just having been here at this thing. I mean, it's just going to be so amazing for him forever, this epic experience. And I'm so happy for him, and for us as a nation to get to experience this. I really can't
That's
even.
awesome. Listen,
Yeah,
I hope somebody's out there shooting footage for some type of reality show or
right.
something. They should follow them around and interview every single one of them. That's what I'd be doing if I was out there. I'd want to talk to each and every one of them,
Yeah.
and
There's
ask
a
them
lot of
about
them. Yeah,
everything.
there is a lot. I heard one of the gals today, I guess she got kicked out. They've kicked out a few people. They will
Oh,
kick them out of that convoy. Yeah. They will. They had. Oh, and you know what happened to Seth today? There was agitators on the highway that were going in front of drivers and slowing down to 40 miles an hour while they were going 65. And some guy in a gray Vibe car wagon did it right and cut Seth off, and then went down to 40 on him. And so yeah, they were the truckers let the highway patrol know, and the highway patrol came out and started to give him support on the Beltway. Did it on the
wow.
Beltway, and he said there was a wreck. It didn't look good at all. Right before that had happened, about an hour before, I was on the phone with him, and he passed by where two trailers had collided. He said everybody seemed like people seemed okay, but the trailer was trashed. So, um, but He did send me some good footage I could share if you want to see too. He got
Absolutely,
okay. Let me
absolutely.
see
It
what I
must
got.
be
I haven't even got to look at it today, so I will look at it. Yeah, yeah, agitators and of course they all blame Antifa. He says that he's not sure if it's Antifa, but he says they all blame Antifa anyway, right? And but yeah, Ted Cruz was in that one too. He was at the front of it. And you did hear that, right? That Ted Cruz went to the Speedway this morning and gave a speech. Liberty Cowgirl, did you hear that?
No.
You
I'm
didn't hear
embarrassed
it.
to
Oh, wow.
admit
You
I've
really
been
didn't hear the
working
news.
all day. I just came from my office. I've been working all day.
Awesome. Yeah, well, you'll be glad to
Mm.
know that Senator Ted Cruz showed up at the Speedway this morning and gave a speech, and then he rode with the convoy to the Beltway in the
Wow.
in the lead truck. And oh, I did have another video I was queued up here. Let me show you this one first. And after we show a couple of these videos, I'll drop the link, you guys, if you want to chit chat. But this is worth a watch right here. So this, I'm going to chop this video up a little bit. Actually, I'll drop the link for anyone who is looking to bounce and maybe you want to have this before you do go. This is worth a watch. My friend and humble girl Lynette Kenny gave me this link. And, you know, I get a lot of links. And my friend Maxie gave me another link I wanted to share and I didn't get to. And I really could just do a stream where I just share everybody's links and emails, you know, because that's why they share it to me. So I will, you know. Okay, so I'm going to chop this around a little bit. This, I don't know who this lady is, but he is with the Freedom Convoy. And remember, Seth is with the People's Convoy. I have a feeling this Freedom Convoy has been organized a little before, possibly, but I'm not really sure. So here's him.
Right here. We have 6 pages. Can you guys see this? Can you see that, Mickey?
Mm-hmm. We can see it great.
Yeah, so this is all the signatures that we have. We have 6.
Let me rewind a little bit. I
The
think she.
15. And right now,
Okay, there's some
this
things.
is a big deal. This day is a
She
big
talks about right here that I don't necessarily agree with her at all, but I'm going to let her say her spiel, okay?
deal. 3:15. And right now he's standing at Arlington Cemetery and he's literally got the signatures with him. So go ahead and read that and show us the signatures, Jim, of all the people who decided to take part in history and sign our new Declaration of Independence.
Okay, she said, I believe that Trump had this drafted in 2019, okay?
Well, this is only one page of it right here. We have 6 pages. Can you guys see this? Can you see that, Mickey?
Mm-hmm. We can see it great.
Yeah, so this is all the signatures that we have. We have 6 of these completely full. That's just like this right here. So we pretty much captured what the consent of the governed is, because that Freedom Convoy, they come in from all over the country, and we even met some people from out of the country, and they all have the one thing in common: they're there to declare their freedom. We the people declare freedom, and that's the united message. And it was not hard. It took a lot of effort, let's just say, to tell.
Okay, now I'm going to fast forward it to right about here where she reads it, what it says, okay?
Date.
Okay, so we're right
This
on
is we the
target.
people declaring and decreeing back over this realm, and we accept, right? We accept this divine intervention. Do you want to read any part of that
declaration?
Do you want to read any part of that, or do you want me to read it?
Well, you should read it, Mickey, because I have a hard time with all the signatures, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, so if people go to We the People, declarefreedom.com, they'll see videos of Jim. They'll see the videos of when you serve them that are of intent, when you serve Biden, and when you abolished the Biden administration. We the People. You spoke for.
That was a sneak attack.
Okay, I'll just read number 1 here. Okay. The 2020 Declaration of Independence by the 50 United States of America, trusting that our cause is just and having prayed for the fortitude to brave spiritual wickedness in high places, we, citizens of America, make this announcement to the shareholders of the U.S. corporation, including the City of London, the British Crown, and the Vatican, and their operatives in the media, government, and society. With the utmost respect and admiration for the founders of America and the framers of the original Declaration of Independence, the American people humbly emulate their thoughtful, measured response to certain perpetual and ascending tyranny and despotism. We too believe it is the moral obligation of those privileged with knowledge and opportunity to work on behalf of the people. And the people are served best when their benefactors choose unity over division, nationalism over globalism, sovereignty over submission, and liberty over oppression. That all human beings are equal in their innate value, that America was founded under God, and that God of America is just, peaceable, and tolerant, and that our natural rights as sovereigns come from God, and that our God-given rights may not be revoked, suspended, negated, or abridged without due process. That's just the beginning, and I suggest everyone go and read this. It is incredible.
Okay, so that was a pretty inspiring video. What do you think, Liberty Cowgirl? What did you think of that one?
I love it. And I had read and had actually listened to some others speak on this topic of this declaration back at that time period.
Good.
So to hear it come up again is real inspiring.
Yes. Right. So then the other video, oh yes, Seth's videos. Let me go open up my iCloud because I downloaded him. He did give me one. Sorry, this thing is so shaky. On Facebook. So let me get that one up. And it's really, I played it earlier, but it was pretty cool. I know Jen won't mind watching it again. It was after he spoke, after Cruz spoke, but it was still really, really good. And you could see that he was there and he was on stage, and it's just cool. You're like, wow. I mean, it's funny, to impress a hippie takes a lot. Okay.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's wonderful that he went out there. I think it's inspiring, but I just have to ask myself, where are these people before this?
right. Oops,
Why
I'm
don't
calling Seth. Oh, shoot.
why
Whoopsie.
don't they get the trucks together themselves, get behind the wheel of one and come across the country with them?
I know. All right, this
Yeah.
is just a minute and 40 seconds. And I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just a second.
At the beginning of this in Adelanto, the first time I took the stage was a very scary moment. And that, I'm like, what the heck am I doing up here? Never thought it would lead to a moment that I'm standing next to Senator Ted Cruz. But what I could say is that speech that I gave, I don't call it a speech, when I rambled in Adelanto, California, I said that it is time to remind our government that they work for.
That part drives Seth crazy.
Senator Ted Cruz, he seems to understand that. And I look forward to continued dialogue with him and his colleagues and members of the House to keep doing what we're doing here and drive forward with the message that we're trying to set forward here. As we set off on this convoy, I believe he's going to be hopping in the lead truck.
Right?
The end of the video is not playing.
Hi, CNN, we're out here. Hi, MSNBC, we're out here. Yeah, maybe now you'll show it, right? Thank you. Thank you. Hats off, round of applause for Senator Ted Cruz for joining us. Awesome having you out here. We greatly appreciate it. At this time, I'd like everybody.
All right, so then he just does some logistics there, but very cool, right? Very cool.
Right.
I wasn't sharing. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Darn it, Jen. I'm sorry. Now you got to watch it again. Now you got to listen to it again. But he looks good. I was going to say, I know you were saying something. I'm sorry, honey.
At the beginning of this,
but now you can see, doesn't he look good? He looks good up there.
Yes, he looks great. It's fantastic. I don't want to take his moment away, but the fact of the matter is, every last one of them should have put on their flannel tops, got a truck, rented trucks, and started in California with them and headed across the entire country with them. That would have made a statement.
Well, I think this movement's been on the I think it's been you know, in the works, not just last minute. Let me shut that Outlook down. Yeah, if I were to share you all the emails I get from Miss Linda, boy, we'd be here forever. She sends me good stuff. She sends me good stuff. But let me stop sharing for a second and get to my iCloud. Yeah, if you want to really see that, well, it was only a minute long, but I did share that this morning. Shut up! Oh gosh, let me mute this for a second. He sees the shadow of my, you know, it's a French door window, and so it doesn't matter how long. Shut up! Come here. These dumb dogs. Let me get that iCloud open. And what's nice is he takes nice short clips, so they're not super long clips or anything like that. So I know they're
Yeah,
downloaded. Yeah, they'll be right there. Baby, shut up! Oh, this dog. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's my daughter. Oh my gosh. She's in a mood. She's in a mood.
yes, we'll definitely have to catch up, you know, maybe Saturday and really see where things are at. You know, a lot of people are out there, you know, they're trying to say, oh, this, you know, are we in devolution?
Mhm.
Oh, the log war manual has been debunked. And, you know, a lot of people are saying a lot of things. So what I would like to do is maybe just to recap some of the facts in regard to
Right.
those things, because I don't think anything should be debunked at this point. I think we
Mhm.
all need to keep an open mind because nobody really knows for sure what's going on. So, you
Nobody
know, I think
does.
it's important to, you know, share some key crossroads and key elements to what might and might not be, you know, happening here as we move forward in regard to a transition of sorts, whatever transition that might be.
Well, hopefully from a very corrupt and upside down government to we the people ruling and taking charge. But until they really get engaged, that will never happen. You
Well,
know? Is this my
not
baby
only,
girl?
not only waiting for them to engage, but more
Right.
importantly, waiting for them to acknowledge. The public is really asking for some type of acknowledgement at this point
Yeah.
that something has happened. I think they can only
Oh,
play this game for so long, this guessing game of this might or might not be too high, sweetheart.
it's my daughter. That's my daughter, Melody.
Hi,
Um,
Melanie. How are you?
she's been through Colorado Rocky Mountain High in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went
On a train.
Yes, we did the train. That's my friend Jen. Hello, hello.
Jen.
How you feeling? Okay. Tired? She's a working girl. Her daddy took her out to lunch today. They had Japanese food. Took her out.
Oh,
Made her feel
have
better about that stupid boy who's an idiot. Aren't the good men few and far between, ladies? Let's see. How long have you been single, miss?
yeah. Are you asking me? Oh, please, don't ask.
I'm proud of you. We have this friend, mutual friend at church. I don't know. Janice must be 70 something years old. She's been single her whole life. She's very happy. She's very
Yeah.
successful. And we admire her. And Melody tells me one day, I think I might end up like Janice. I think I'm just gonna be alone and like I'll be fine. I'll be
I'll
happy.
have my girlfriends, I'll have my pets, and I'll do crafts.
Oh. Well, I believe the Lord has somebody for everybody. It's just on His time, you
Well,
know.
Yeah.
women
So
with higher IQs typically don't get married.
yes.
Ooh. She knew that. Liberty Cowgirl
I could
knew
tell.
that. She's a very accomplished woman. She hasn't got let the cat out of the bag yet. She's keeping it kind of under wraps. And it's hard for me not to bring up her incredible success once in a while, but she will share it one day. But this woman is very accomplished, very intelligent. And I just love talking with you because she's got a nice, calm spirit too, and she's very sweet. And you look great. Look at her.
Lovely. Love the cutout too.
You know,
Another
it's
day
really
in the
dress
office,
up
another
the
day in
show,
the
babe.
Cowgirl office.
Yeah. Whose flag was that behind you? Are you leaving me?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
you.
I love you. Thanks for getting on for a second.
Yes.
I'm warming him up to the camera. I'm warming him up. She's out. Oh, hey, come here. Wave goodbye to her. She says she's waving.
Well,
bye.
I would if we can talk about the flag campaign.
She's waving bye now. Okay, she sees you. Good. Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah.
love.
Oh, okay. Bye, sweetie. I love you. You want to talk about it? Yeah, it's whatever you want, sweetie. I mean, when you're my guest, it's not what I want to talk about. I have the platform all the time, so it's really
Right.
what you want. So
Well, initially I got into this because, and I'm picking up this flag campaign, as soon as I can here, and really wanting to spread, because I can't think of, like I told you before, any more, better time than now. Just haven't talked about it much recently because there's been so much more important things to discuss, and the little bit of time that everybody has to share with one another.
right.
But I am having print collateral materials and a lot of marketing materials produced right now. So
Cool.
hopefully that'll help, kind of send it along and move it forward. But it is kind of a running joke because everywhere I'm at, there are flags. Where Liberty Cowgirl is, there is a flag somewhere nearby and close to me. I have them even in the windshield of my car. So what we want people to do, people are wondering, what can I do? What can I do? We can do a silent protest right from home.
Right.
That, and I fashioned this after Mr. T himself. I just love that picture of him hugging the flag and kissing it. Never have I ever seen a president ever
I
do
do
that.
love that too, and I still love
And
that.
for me, it's so
Boss.
such
It was boss.
a part of history,
Yeah.
and, in a momentous occasion. And I loved it so much. And when I was feeling, what can I do? I came up with that, and I thought, okay, it's like, let me liken it to the ice bucket challenge. So that's exactly what this is. It's safe. People can protest the mandate. You don't have to show your face. Go out, hug your flag, take a picture, post it to social media, and let it catch on. And that's all you need to do. It takes 2 minutes. And what you're doing is you're protesting the mandates. You're showing them that we are doing this for peace and unity. And that's a message that has to follow the picture. Hug your flag for peace and unity. That's what we're doing it for, and worldwide. So
I have a little bit of a controversial email I want to read you. Okay.
okay.
It's one that I was sent by someone that I and have been looking to a lot for. Oops, what did I just do? Oh, darn it. For my constitutional direction. Okay. This person's really wise with a lot of those things. But sometimes they're a straight shooter like me, but they're just not as, I mean, sometimes there's just no mercy. I would say that would be the best thing to say. I got a couple emails here actually. I'm trying to find the one, and it's about the flag. And when I first read it, I was really pissed. I was really pissed off. But I want to read it to you first before I get into it and just tell you what it says. Okay. Let me find it. I just found it, but it was like a partial. It wasn't, the whole email wasn't there. And so here it is. It's not showing the whole thing. I don't understand. Yeah. So anyway, it seemed like another kind of a little bit of an attack, not really like it wasn't very helpful.
Well, what's the point? What is the point?
Well, I'll read you what I got. It's not the whole thing. I don't know why, but she sent this to me, and it was I think says it's prima facie evidence to carry around the corporate flag. Use their FRNs, register your things, and ask permission to do things. When one exhibits their devotion to the corporation, They are going to think you are one of them. And when you are in conflict or a belligerent, you're considered two-faced or insane. Oil and water, 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the sea. Double-minded. Man can't serve 2 masters. Maybe that was it all.
I
And
do.
also, yeah,
Yeah, no, I definitely want to respond to that.
yeah,
As a whole, she's not wrong.
right.
However, there has been no official public announcement of anything that's been alleged that's out in the general public right now. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. My flag is my flag until it's not my flag, and I don't see that ever happening.
Right.
And one reason why we do have a flag, and this is America, because we're all entitled to our opinion. And I appreciate the fact that she gave an opinion, and she's entitled to her opinion. But I politely don't share those emotions or those thoughts. And if I wanted to convey a message like that, I could certainly think of a better way to phrase it, because
Right.
going in and out of almost like you say, using words of attack,
Yeah.
it doesn't breed sincerity to me.
Catherine, what makes it a corporate flag?
Hold on for
Well,
one
let me
moment.
read you another one that I got that was about, you know how I was telling, you may or may not remember when I was telling you how, let's see, I was telling people that I can set up, I could have a notary set up for them. And they could use an account. Stand Up could help them pay for it. And I was offering to do that. I don't know if you ever heard me mention that, but
Yeah.
okay. So I got an email. Here it is. And this is what it said. And what really blew me away is the last one and this one was directed. It was directed to me, but I noticed that she actually included everybody in our group, which was like 90 people. And I remember I was really surprised that she did that, because I remember she was upset that someone did that to her, said something publicly that was kind of like, get me off your emails. I don't want to be part of, I'm sick of hearing about LLC, because she was writing on people about their LLCs, which I am an LLC as well. And I've explained to her it's a matter of insurance when you have employees, you know. And anyway, so what she wrote to me was this. I hear someone's there. Let me just finish this and I'll come and get you. What she wrote to me was, if you're going to go out and broadcast for people to do this and that, my question is, have you done this yourself? Do you have experience? Or are you just grabbing for straws from one website to another? Shasta did this. Colorado did that. We are not in Shasta, nor have we put pressure on the godless for 12 months. We're behind the redwood curtain. Without justice, there's just us. No one learns law in 24 months. Emailing a link to, yes, Bar Esquire, titles of nobility for an excellent legal go-to diminishes my hope. Notary Republic, de facto, lost at sea, not in the Republic. Public notary, de jure, standing on the land in the Republic. Whenever you seek a notary, know what you're doing, who you're dealing with. Repeat, mixing laws is stupid and dangerous. So those are the emails I get from my most helpful friend. Isn't that lovely? How do you like that? I mean,
Right.
it's
I'll
just,
agree to
really,
disagree.
thanks a lot. You know, thank you
It's not the
so
way I
much.
would have responded or handled that question. When
Still
you're
got a
listening,
draft unsent. I didn't.
right, you don't even know what to read into that, because quite frankly, it's hard to even understand the point.
Yeah, somebody just.
It's not right. It's not very well constructed.
It's just picking apart.
Is that your sister hiding
Yeah.
out? Is that
That's
your sister? My
No.
daughter got on camera today.
This is
Yeah.
my right hand cowgirl, Mickey G,
Oh.
over here.
Hi.
She's also our office manager for our
Hi.
business.
Hi, honey. Good.
She's up to
listening
speed on
in.
everything.
Cool. Love it. I love it.
They say the USA is a corporation, which it is.
Right. We know this. So my thought was, So then I go out there the next Friday, and you know me, I've got my big flag on my pole, and I'm out there swinging it around at the courthouse. And I'm like, I told Seth when I showed up, I'm like, oh, Linda, this and that, my flag. And I wish I had a California bear flag. And I actually called around a couple places locally to see if I couldn't pick one up, because I wouldn't mind swinging the California Republic flag around, quite honestly. We're still a republic. We were never ratified into, and since 1849, we are a republic in California. So I don't mind that, but the flag means a lot to me too. I grew up saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and I know that's all part of, brainwashing and all this and that, but it's part of a good brainwashing, like the Bible can be. It's part of creating morals for your people can have pride in their country. I thought I was going to be an athlete one day. I dreamed of standing on that podium and holding that flag and representing my country and being so proud of it. That's just how I looked at the flag, but a lot of people look at it and go, oh, that's how they control people with this. And they get them they see that symbol and they're just like, robots or something. I think that's how they think of us. We're mind controlled by the flag. That's what I think they think,
Right.
Tell her.
Mickey G just said duty, honor, country. And I'll tell you what, I dare anybody to tell me to stop loving my flag. Ain't happening.
Right. Right. No.
No,
And why would you? I mean, yeah, these truckers, if you go poo-poo on all their flags right now, if she were to say some shit like that to those truckers right now, you know how that would change the vibration a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That would be like, wah, 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 wet blanket. What's your problem, lady? Like, this is America. This is the flag we all know and love. And of course, we've been deceived by corporate, but they've deceived us with everything. We're not going to let them take our country pride away, too.
That's right.
And say,
that's right. And to the people who, this is what I think about people, and I've seen more than a few emails on my site. There's always the naysayers out there, and the people who have all day to write an entire book of what they don't like about something or someone, but they don't take the same amount of time to actually go out and do something and to change what they don't like.
They just want to attach negative connotation.
Right. They just want to attach negative connotation to things.
It's easier.
So,
yeah,
it brings them more satisfaction than actually getting out there and actually helping to fight the cause. That's only for brave people.
Yeah, being persecuted is not fun. It sucks. It's not something. I was watching all those BitChute videos, all those things. I went out in Humboldt County. It's been a year and a half of standing up for myself, not wearing the thing everywhere I've gone around. It's just been hassle, bullying, harassment. I have PTSD. I walk in a store today. It's unreal. And I don't even care about myself half the time when I'm fighting for the kids and the seniors. I don't worry about myself. And I fought for my employees too. I fought for my employees and they knew it. And they were proud of me and they were happy that they worked for us and they had their choice and that we trusted them to do what they felt was right with their body and that we didn't ever think we were God and could tell them what to do with their bodies. I mean, who would have ever thought we'd be in this type of place?
Frankly, it's time for strong Americans all over this country to stand up and the naysayers to sit back and get out of the way because they're certainly not helping the process. That's just the way that I feel. There's thousands of people and thousands of people across this country standing up for freedom right now. And the last thing that they need are people to pull them down. It just doesn't suit our purpose here. Now is the time for people all across this country to stand up and say enough is enough. People should be demanding release of the Durham report. Not one word, not one mention about it. on any mainstream television anywhere. Release the Durham report, the indictment, unseal these indictments, get it over already. Start demanding these things. Demand that the fraudulent government be disbanded. People aren't demanding anything. They're sitting at home writing letters about what they don't like about people fighting for freedom. And it makes me irate.
Right.
You know, it really does. That just
Well,
comes to tell you what, where we're at.
Sometimes it's as simple as you're part of the problem or you're part of the solution.
Right. Either you're part of the problem or part of the solution at this juncture in the game.
yeah, I think we can help people with some direction. I've always wanted to I have that action groups page, but what I really have always wanted to do was create a simpler just put a few things, action things that people can do. For me as a business owner, too, business owners live and die by their Google reviews. If you were to go around, if these keyboard warriors really want to do something, I highly suggest that you go to every place that ever discriminated against you and you ream them the riot act on their Google review and you cite the laws, you cite Title II section. Oh man, I should know that one. D-Dog always says. And then, I do know the 1964 Civil Rights Act. I could show, you can go to my name on Google and go to my contributions. I'm almost a local guide. I'm almost like a level 5. I've done reviews in Hawaii. I've done reviews for like 10 years. And so as a business owner, it's one of those things. You don't have to be a business owner, but you do have to you can't just go on and give like a bad review. Google wants to see that you're, because Yelp and a lot of people do that. They go give their first review. It's a bad review. These people did them dirty and they're, they're ready to get revenge. But if you start building up a nice, and I did that, I had to think, okay, what do I want to put out here, and I've got a great list of a lot of my favorite places. And, really what I should be doing right now, and we all should be doing too, is spotlighting and focusing on maybe writing reviews in support of these businesses that are getting targeted right now with that parking lot they want to take away.
That's absolutely what people need to be doing. People need to be
that.
supporting everybody that's getting attacked instead of running away to go hide.
You woke 5 people today. They were shocked. You planted the seed.
That's awesome, Jen. That is awesome, Jen.
She's a great researcher. Jen is a wonderful addition to our Ladies of Liberty team that we've got. We're trying to figure out our own. I don't want the Ladies of Liberty, even though that is a definite open. Nobody has that trademarked. It's not anybody's. Nobody gets to steal that one for all ladies.
That belongs to the American women of America, all across this country.
Not Mexico. Sorry, it belongs to the ladies of.
It belongs
Liberty.
to the women of America all across this country in the United States.
The ones that actually do stuff.
Yes,
is what it should belong to. I think, but I don't want to take that one. I'd rather have something like women warriors.
And the true meaning of it. We'll do a little segment on the true meaning of it.
And what do you think? Yeah, that was gonna be one of our first ones, but then some stuff happened and I didn't want to really go there with that, But Jen, what do you think? We need a slogan for our, ladies panel. I do like having that with Liberty, although we would invite a man to come on, and we've had good conversations with RH and other men to come on here. We love men. Miss Liberty Cowgirl and I absolutely love the men, and but we love talking to ladies too. And so, it's just an open platform. If you guys, I'll drop the link again. If you guys, anybody wants to call in, you can talk about whatever you want. I don't have a lot of open platform shows, but I do really enjoy them. They're some of my favorite. The working shows are not my favorite, and they're actually not the masses' favorite either. I get more likes and views on the drama shows where there's like drama happened and just like chit chat nonsense. And it's fine because I love chit chat nonsense. Don't get me wrong. But I have to do that work for Humboldt and I have to grind through that stuff that I go through so many emotions and my blood pressure goes up and down and it's not fun and I get persecuted for it and I get banned for it and it's like I'm not trying to be a martyr here. I enjoy it too. I love talking about Humboldt and I love the fact that I have the talents and the abilities to get on here and say, you know what, screw you, YouTube. I'm doing a channel 4. Tomorrow I'll have 5, 6, 7 ready. You won't win. You will not shut this girl up. You will just make it more fun and challenging for me to come out swinging. That's what happens. They put a fire under us. We're pissed. The first one, I was like, oh, 2 days in a row, 2 channels down. That was a real what?
Right.
What?
They can't shut us down. We'll just reappear someplace else.
Mistresses of Moral America. No, that sounds a little too right.
What'd she say? Mistresses of America?
Yeah.
Misfits.
Yeah,
Of moral. She said of moral America.
Of moral.
Or
Also, there's ragamuffins. You ever hear of ragamuffins?
Yeah, I'm good on that one.
We'll pass on that one. Women American grit. Yeah, Jen likes the grit. She says we're the internet people with grit.
That's right. But we need strong people all across this country right now. That's part of the problem. For everybody who is fighting this battle, there's 10 people who are sitting on their rears at home doing nothing but criticizing all the people who are. And if we could get them up and going, that would help matters.
Oh, darn it. I forgot she was here. I'm sorry, Jen. I forgot she was here. I remember saying, oh, I hear you, and I'm going to get you in a minute. I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're good.
It's a good
Hi,
thing
Miss
you're a
Liberty.
quiet one. Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi, Diane.
How you doing?
Doing
Yeah?
good. Doing good.
You got Liberty Cowgirl tonight.
Hi.
How about it?
How are
She's
you?
great.
Hi.
She's great, right? Are you crying? You're crying.
No, I'm just happy.
Oh, good.
Life is good.
Good. Women American Grit. Woman American Grit. Yeah, we need a good title for our ladies because, well, she's got Liberty Cowgirl. So, I mean, that's pretty. I'm a cowgirl. I got horses. I can pretend I'm a cowgirl. I can get me a cowgirl.
We have the horses.
I actually have horses, so I could do it.
Said the queen, but how am I the king?
Oh, but you know what? And I bought a little bit for my miniature because we have this little pony cart. I told my daughter, this is what old ladies like me do when we get older. They get a little mini, they get a little pony cart, and then they sit in the back and they ride around with their mini. I swear, that's what they do. One year I met like 2 or 3 ladies that were like mid-40s, and they all had pony carts. And their little minis rode them around on their little pony carts. I'm like, that's kind of weird. I'd rather ride the horse. Honestly, I'd rather ride the horse. I can ride a horse.
I was going to say I'd jump on the horse.
Yeah.
Hey, I love you, ladies. Keep your heads up and your shoulders back.
Okay, thank you, Nikki G.
Hey, thanks for your 2 cents, lady. I liked it.
She's done for the day. It's like 9:30.
Long days at the Liberty Cowgirl work ranch there, huh?
Oh, I wouldn't call it a ranch. I'd call it more like a very busy
dungeon.
office.
Is it a dungeon?
Very busy work environment, but I'm just surrounded by just wonderful, just super smart women. And, I'm just grateful for that. We're, just like a big family. And, we're there for each other. And that's what it's about. It's about, building support systems for one another to lift each other up in these times and just to be there,
Amen.
fighting this battle together, so you're not alone. And anyone who joins us here is not alone. We're all trying to share things and, just try and navigate through this time in history with one another.
Yeah, Sarah and I keep telling her because we're really close to launching. We have a couple things we have to do for our products. I mean, the store is there and people are able to get them and they're able to fill out the questionnaire and stuff like that. But we've got some work to do as far as the stickers go, product labels, informative postcards when we mail the products out, so they have something with directions, right, Jen?
Yes.
Stuff like that. So, how did you wake 5 people today? Do tell us, please.
Okay. Well, Robin and I had to go shopping today.
Yes.
And on the way back, I had to stop at the pharmacy and I had to pick up some meds. And there was 3 pharmacists in there and 2 customers. And we were talking about that. My friend that of 30 years passed last week, 61 years old.
Yeah, I'm
That worked
sorry.
at the hospital, and they're asking me, well, what do you think happened? And I go, well, what are the mandates at the hospital that she works? And they looked at me and they go, she got and I go, yeah. I go, put 2 and 2 together, do your research. This, there's a bunch of stuff in there, aluminum, this, and that. And I named off a bunch of other stuff. I don't want you to lose this channel, so I'm careful with my wording.
Well, thank you, but we don't care. We will still win.
Well, I
I'll
know,
just
but
go on Jeff Riddle's channel for 5 minutes and dude will get me 40 subscribers. Thank you, Jeff Riddle. You freaking rock, dude. Always been a helpful guy. And I was telling Liberty that, and I love Jeff Riddle. Yeah. Anyway, Jen, go ahead, honey.
yeah, so and there was 2,
all-
and they're all standing there looking at me, and I go, look, go to this website, go to that website, go to this website. Do your research. I go, God bless you all, and I love you. And one girl was doing the meds, counting out meds. The other one was on the computer, and the other one was a cashier. They all froze and listened to every word I said.
Oh my God. That's how hungry people are for the truth.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I told Robin, and she's like, what? Robin was stunned. She's sitting in the car like, what? What did you do? You told them that? And I go, yeah. I go, you plant one seed and it goes.
Doesn't she wish someone told her?
Yes.
Of course. Of course. So that's why this mama drives and does the things, right?
Yes.
We are driven by the things that, like Dr. Jordan Peterson says in one of his lectures, what good could the sufferings of your life produce? If you were to allow them to be, if you were to allow the things that you're suffering through to be used for good. And we as Christians know that one. We know that verse full well. For, he turns things that were meant for evil to good, right? And so we hold on to those promises. That's a beautiful promise of God. Absolutely beautiful. What God says, I'm going to take your messed up mess, girl. I'm going to make it so good. I'll make it so good for you. You're going to be like, and I'm glad to hear my daughter laughing tonight. It makes me so happy. Because last night
it's awesome. You go from survivor to fighter,
Yeah.
And it makes you so strong. And you don't realize how strong you are until people are starting to listen. And it makes you feel good. And you just look up and you say, thank you, God.
Yeah, you got to give God the glory. I think that's where we can, it's where I've had a lot of issues with a lot of the healers that are not Christians in the movement. And it's not that I'm going to sit there and argue with them or even call them out on their stuff, but they are not comfortable with me praying. They are not comfortable with me serving the God that I serve. They know all about the God Jesus and of the Bible. And so therefore, they don't need to really discuss anything with me. They think they know me pretty good. And the more people get to know me over time, the more they realize they have no idea who they're dealing with. They think they knew me, but God makes everybody unique. We are not meant to be cookie cutter. And
Right.
I don't care what one person's interpretation of this or that is. We are entitled to read and to know within ourselves. It says the truth is written on everyone's heart, not the
Right.
Pharisee leaders' hearts. They're the ones we're actually supposed to really question more than anyone. Thank God I have a decent pastor. Very God-fearing, good man. Good man. Never back down to any of this crap. Doesn't steer away from verses in the Bible that will offend people. Goes through it verse by verse, chapter by chapter. We're going through this puppy where you're going to hear everything. And I'll tell you what I think. And here's some more resources for you. But he's not going to, tell people how they should live. But the point is to read from people from the past. King Solomon, the wisest one, telling you about it's all vanity, y'all. It's all vanity. You go in Job, naked you come in this world and naked you going out. I mean, it doesn't get more profound than that. Of course there's deeper stuff. That's not true. Of course it gets deeper than that, but make the dash in between worthy. Glorify God. My life when I was trying to glorify myself was garbage. It was garbage. I almost ended up dead a couple times. I mean, I hurt lots of people, gave my life to Jesus, and he made it beyond my wildest imagination. Wildest, like I couldn't even have dreamt. And it's not material things I'm after in life at all. I never wanted material things. I have some nice material things, but I don't care about them.
Mhm.
If you know me, you know that's true. Give me a
Yep.
keyboard, give me a sunset and a body of water. I mean, a keyboard is not a very nomadic. A guitar would work too. But I am a piano player, not a key, But give me some music, a body of water, someone to love. I'm good. The best things in life are absolutely free. I don't want any of this. I never wanted to have riches, but the Bible says you live the house of the righteous is filled with treasures. That's just a bypass of being a righteous person, unless you're totally self-sacrificing person and you're able to live on meager means, and just I know many people that do that too. They give everything they can, and it's beautiful. I would love to do that. That's not what I'm called to do. We're not all called to do the same things.
Yeah.
I give what I can. I'm a giver. You guys know I love to give, but I used to think the Bible said, because he told that one rich ruler, sell everything you have and give to the poor. And some people think that because that's what Jesus said to one rich ruler whose problem was his money, whose problem was he worshiped his money. That's not for all of us. Because those of us who don't care about money, sometimes God makes a big funny joke about it and gives those people a bunch of money so they can just go hog wild with it and be goofy, and it's awesome. That's what money should be like. It's not evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. Money is a beautiful, good. It's just a nothing thing, but the money is an outward expression of the inward heart. Where your money is, there is your treasure. If every dime of your money goes to yourself, well, then you probably worship yourself. And these healers and these people in these groups, the moral compass is different. And so just them knowing where mine was made them repel me. They didn't want what I have, even though I wasn't trying to make them have what I have at all. I'm here to help fix the country. No, they're here because they're healers and they want the glory for their self, and they want to be the ones to fix everybody. And therein lies the rub, friends.
Well,
Therein,
I think if anybody is in this for the glory, they ought not to, be participating. We have to be in this. We have to be in this for the love of our country and for the love of one another, plain and simple,
Exactly.
period.
I think so too.
we're in a historical time and place right now, and it's not the time to be glorified. It's a time to put on your shield of faith and your cloak of armor and stand up for what's good for all people,
That's right.
universally. There's
Jen
just
has the
no,
spirit of the Lord anointing her to preach good tidings and glad news. Like that's you're to me, she seems like kind of a timid, shy person. Maybe she's not generally, but that's a gift of boldness. The spirits, I've had that on me at times where I've sat my whole family down and told them about Revelation. You know, like my aunts, distant cousins, aunts and uncles after one sermon after church one Sunday. The
Mhm.
fear of God was on me so heavy. I sat my cousins down there. Her parents were there, my uncle and mother. I'm like, you guys, you got to read this book. This is coming true. This is going to happen. Jesus is going to come back. You need to understand this. You know, and they've watched my husband and I the last 26 years. They knew us before we were married. They saw us fight. They saw us go through things, you know, but they never did accept. You know, what's sad is one time we were at a Raul Reese, um, what's it called? Somebody Loves You crusade. You know how Billy Graham used to do crusades? Raul
Mhm.
Reese, Mexican guy. He's a Calvary Chapel pastor. He's very good. And we were at an event. He came to Humboldt County, and we were at the fairgrounds, and he did an altar call. And my cousin and her husband, I thought they were going to go down, you know, and they were getting ready, and and then their daughter started crying, and they never went down, and they never accepted the Lord. And I've witnessed to him and witnessed to him for years, and and he walked by one day when I was at the courthouse with a mask on his face, and I was out there waving my big flag, and he stopped and talked to me for a minute, and then he told me how he just got his thing, and then he told me how they just gave it to their 16-year-old daughter, to my little cousin, and I said, "Why?" Like that, you know, that's my why? Why would you? You know, he knows I'm out there. He knows what the frick I'm doing. Ain't no big secret. I'm out there waving the frickin' my signs, like, you know,
Right.
no, why? Oh, you know, she wants to go to Europe and the Girl Scouts, and she's gonna have to fly and international, you know. She's very important, you know. These people are very freaking important, you know. They're so important. All these people, they gotta have this shot. That's what I know about them all. They're all very freaking important people. That poor kid did not make an informed decision for herself. Her parents did not make an informed decision for her. Her Girl Scout troop, her airline company, her country let her down. And I hope she doesn't have any bad effects from it, because I'm going to be really pissed off. You know, we had two people had a stroke in 1 week. My auntie had a stroke, and one of my employees had a stroke. I know he went and got that damn booster. I know he did.
I
And they're
think it
still doing it. They're still going out and doing it. Jen,
Yeah.
Liberty, Cowgirl. I don't
Mhm.
understand. I don't understand. Will it end? Will this ever end? Is this going to end is it going to be a swift, sharp shock at ever? Or is it just going to dribble on for years and years and years, and stupid idiots are going to wear these stupid things on their face and still take these forever? Is that what's going to happen to us?
Well, I think all of America is fed up at this point. I think people are just trying to figure out what it is that, you know,
We can
they can
do.
do and what can be done.
Mhm.
But all of the country needs to stand up. They need to simply stand up
Yeah.
and
Amen.
let it be known, you know, that we're sick of the fraudulent government.
Yep.
We demand uh, the unsealing of these indictments that the
Mhm.
entire world has been hearing about for the
But not
last
us.
4 or 5 years. And there needs to be some type of public acknowledgement as to what is happening in this
Right.
country. I think the days of them just leaving everybody to wonder and, you know, them keep throwing ingredients into the soup that they're trying to sell everybody is not working anymore.
No.
And, again, we'll have to just follow things as they tend to transpire. I want to get on here this weekend. I know we're both going to have to sign off here in
Yeah,
a minute.
I know.
I want to really get on here this weekend and really get into where we might be at legally. And again, because there's so much misinformation out there. We need to discuss it more. I was,
Yeah. I know it's late. We're all tired, and we had a good chit chat though. I really like. I like. I like your baby picture, Jen.
Yes, and I love that Jen has joined us.
Jen's a great addition. She's a really good researcher, and I'm really blessed to have her as a friend and come on here. And she emails me stuff, and I text her a little bit, call her once in a while. And the white ghost, oh my God, I'm going to get rid of this person. What is the deal?
Why is the lady
so rude? Why are people so rude?
Yeah, why are you so rude, sir?
Goodbye, Leon. Don't ever come back.
Yeah, well, I'm in the middle of snow, Leon. It's not
yeah,
sunny.
no, she could be an albino and you're just an asshole.
Yeah, jerk.
But she's clearly not. She doesn't have blonde hair. So don't let them get to you. The trolls love to pick on.
No, how about you get alive? No, just see, those are the type of people that need to get alive. They really do. I really feel
Those
sorry
are the type of people we got to pray out for, don't we?
Let's pray
for Leon. Let's put the fire on him.
I think I wanted you to drop the link so he can get up here and talk about it.
No way. Hell no. I'm getting off, girl. I'm saying goodnight. Ain't no way. I'm inviting that. I blocked him already. He gone, girl. He gone. Jen, do you have any final thoughts, honey?
Well, like you were saying, I am pretty quiet, but when it comes time to stand up, I hold the line. I will tell somebody. It just comes out of me. I'm a happy-go-lucky type person, but when I see something that needs to be said, I say it. I research. I throw it out there, and I'm like, "Where'd that come from?" And then I know that God puts it in my head, and it just comes out. It's beautiful. And thank you for letting me come up, and hi, Liberty, and everything.
Oh,
I get tongue-tied sometimes. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I like that you're there. Even if you don't talk a lot, it's nice to just have the support, and I know that I can, hey, Jen, and I'll pull it out of you, girl. Don't you worry. I won't let you sit there. I might leave you in the back room for a couple minutes sometimes.
That's okay.
But I like this. I liked this tonight with us three. It was really nice. It was nice to not a lot of talking over, not a lot of distracted conversation, just kind of sticking to just whatever we're seeing's going on, what we think is going on. That's nice. Everybody is welcome. When I have an evening show, that's what I try to do. And Liberty Cowgirl's going to get a show going soon. And probably Jen, she doesn't know it yet, but who knows, in a few months from now, Jen could be rocking her own talk show. You just never know. You just never really know around here. But you know what? She can be my little sidekick every day. She is welcome to hang out with me. I'm so thankful to get you, Liberty Cowgirl. I know you're super busy and you're just working like a dog lately, but you check in with me. Her and I check in, we text, we talk a little bit. Hi, Jason. And it's really cool because we've learned that we have a lot of things in common as far as the way we see things and feel things and just want things to be. And I think we all feel that way, Jen, Liberty Cowgirl, and me. We're all very missing our old America. Hello, honey. Missing my old.
We need as many people as possible to take to the airways to get out this message. We really do. So
hear that, Jen? Yep. We need you, Jen.
Hey, I'm boots on the ground. You know me, woman.
Yeah. I was waiting for that response. I knew one was coming. No, thank you, girls, so much for being raw and real. A lot of people, we make it look easy and natural, but it's not. It's everybody. I want everyone to know everybody gets nervous. I get nervous. Okay. I get nervous still too, but I just get through it. And actually, after the first couple minutes of talking, you're just like, oh, this is so cool. Because what happens is when you get off the show or when a show ends, we all know that feeling when a show ends.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh,
Yeah.
oh man, that was so dang fun. I don't want to. And so then some of us go find another show. And, I've got a lot of work to do and I shouldn't be farting around as much as I do on these shows sometimes. And sometimes I don't, I make myself get off, or I do like Liberty and Cowgirl does, and she'll listen to me, but I know she's working. She'll let me know. And that's why a lot of us don't say hi because yeah. So anyway, I better cut you. I better stop rambling so Liberty Cowgirl can get off. And Jen, where will we go? Should we see who's on next? You can cut out Liberty Cowgirl if you want. I'm going to go peruse and see who's coming up next. So we
Okay,
can,
ladies. Good night, Jen. Thank you so much.
honey, sleep
for coming
good.
on.
You look
Thank you.
beautiful to me. I love your snow white skin and your beautiful
Yeah.
hair, and I think you look smashing. I think
Right.
you're lovely. Oh, you want to say a prayer before we hang up real quick before you go? Let me say a
Certainly.
prayer for you.
Let's pray for some sun to come to Colorado, and I'd be happy to sit in it.
Okay. All right. God, I do pray for some sun to come in Colorado so my friend Miss Liberty Cowgirl can sit in it. And Lord, we pray for Leon and his mean, persecuting heart. God, we just pray that you would touch that person and love that person. I thank you for Jen. I pray for her daughters and her grandbabies. Thank you for all of us just having that spirit of courage, Lord, for not giving us a spirit of fear, Lord. Thank you for giving us a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. And I pray that you can help us be effective in helping people. Please help people that are having evil thoughts and dangerous thoughts, Lord, to turn to you, to fall into your arms of love, God. Don't let them despair. I pray that for our young people that are hurting, for Alonzo, for my own kids, Lord, for so many people that are hurting. Please touch them, Lord. Help them and deliver us from this evil, and help the truckers, help our country leaders, and help us to be free again, Lord, so we can serve you and love you and glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right. Well, I feel better.
Okay.
All right, Liberty Cowgirl, I'm going to look and see who's on. I'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you later.
See you tomorrow. Good night, Jen.
No, honey.
Night,
Bye.
Liberty. Bye, Dan. Love you guys.
Bye.
Okay, you leaving? Bye, Jen. I'm going to look and see who's on next and drop a link. You want to see who's going to be on next? Because I'm going to be lonely if I don't go somewhere right now. My husband's bowling. Are you going to bed? Are you tired?
Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I didn't know you could still hear me.
You're still here. You didn't leave me yet. You're like,
I was
oh,
trying to click off of it. And
Oh,
it's,
you can bounce it. You want me to click you out? You got one red bar. You're about to go out.
yeah, go ahead.
All right, sweetie. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm just gonna
Okay.
see who's on. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
I helped her out. She got a little nervous there for a second. She's all, what? I'm still here. Oh, yes, you are. I've seen that. I've seen that happen before. Okay, let me see who's on live right now. Chuck is on. Oh, I need to talk to Chuck. He did a fundraiser for Canadian Patriot, and I was looking it up. I was looking up the Give, Send, Go thing. I need to call her and talk to her. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go to Chuck. Let's see, how long's he been on? 40 minutes? Hour? Uh-oh, don't threaten me. Uh-oh, are people getting in a fight over here? I don't know what's going on. Black Watch is over here. Oh boy. This could get interesting, huh? All right, I'm gonna bounce over into this room for all you lurkers that want to know. where I go at night. Here's one of the rooms. Chuck's he's pretty straight shooter. If you are a snowflake of any kind, don't go in his room. You'll die. You'll shrivel up and die for sure, because he is not putting up with nothing, which is why I like him so much. All right, you guys, peace out. I'll see you tomorrow. If you're watching, Seth, I love you. See you tomorrow.